Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hello world, I'm Street Magic Mike and welcome to the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, gadget views, and answers that you can use.
Like an answer to the question, when is Chris giving away that MacBook Air from Parallels? And I really don't have an answer to that question yet, but it could be soon. But don't be too disappointed because I'm giving away another MacBook Air in the MacBook Air Giveaway on deals.lockergnome.com. To qualify for that MacBook Air giveaway, all you need to do is sign up for the deals.lockergnome.com newsletter. It's really easy. You could either buy your own MacBook Air, or you could enter our giveaway and possibly get one. The choice is yours. And you know you'd make me a very happy person if you told me you were already subscribed to the Deals newsletter. And while you're on our site, be sure to check out the Summer 2013 Mac Bundle featuring Parallels Desktop 8 for Mac. And Parallels, again, is the company that gave me this to give away to you. This is going to be the second MacBook Air we're going to give away at some point this year. I promise you that. And in case you don't remember what Parallels does, even though I have described it a few times in this channel, it allows you to dynamically switch between operating systems running in virtual machines right here within OS X. I didn't need to reboot to switch between Ubuntu or Windows 8. Yeah, I've got Windows 8 running on my Mac. Yes, I realize I'm the one who installed it. It just still surprises me that I can do that. This bundle comes with Parallels and 9 other great apps for your Mac, and it's 90% off. So you could either pay full price for software or get a steep discount with us. The choice is yours. I am all about giving you choice today. No, I take that back. I give you choice every day. Hey Chris, have you heard of Loot Crate before? Have I heard of Loot Crate? Did you know that I helped kind of get it going back in the beginning? And all I got were these lousy pixelated sunglasses. Just kidding. I've actually received a few things through my Loot Crate subscription, and if you didn't know about Loot Crate before, be sure to check it out. We've got a discount link for you. You pay less than $20 a month, and This TLDR has been interrupted because Diana has made me bacon. I mean, she's prepared it for me. She hasn't made me bacon. Can you do that?
I wish.
I wish too. Oh, and if I didn't explain it and you haven't read the article that we published on lockergnome.com covering the service, it's a subscription box you pay for, and then every month they send you a whole bunch of goodies that you may not have received otherwise. You know, I thought about doing some kind of subscription box, but what would I put in it? A whole bunch of techie geeky stuff? Well, that's kind of already being done. Kinda. What if I found software discounts to put in the box? You'd go for that, wouldn't you? Assuming, of course, that I could get cross-platform discounts. If you do sign up for Loot Crate, be sure to use our coupon code to save some money. You may remember a while ago I talked about IFT, even though I called it IFTTT, because that's where you get to it on the web, IFTTT.com. If this, then that. It's one of my favorite services. If you're familiar with IFT, then I don't need to explain it to you, but if you're not familiar with it, it essentially makes it easier to get data from one point to another on the web. I've got so many recipes in my IFT account, it's not even funny. And now, with this iPhone app, I can set up iOS-centric recipes. Like this recipe, email me my new iPhone photos. How else was I going to do that? Automatically. IFT is powerful, free, convenient, and now, an iOS app. Our question of the day is a good one. Hey Chris, what do you think of the one Microsoft announcement that Steve Ballmer made today? If you didn't catch the news, they've experienced a reorg. What does this mean to you as a consumer, someone who buys Microsoft products? Well, a few things, potentially. For one, Microsoft is beginning to understand the consumerization of IT and making moves to adjust accordingly. Another change that seems to be happening, or at least a finer point being made on it, Microsoft is becoming more of a hardware company, or at least it wants to. Let's see here, a traditional software company getting the hardware to marry the experiences together. I don't know, is that familiar to anybody? A hardware company that's also a software company. Has anybody else tried that? Apple! In the memo, Microsoft made reference to first-party devices. Quote, our family will include a full spectrum of both partner and first-party devices, it said, including tablets, phones, PCs, two-in-ones, TV-attached devices, and quote-unquote other devices to be imagined and developed. So, basically, Microsoft wants to become Apple. Unfortunately, Microsoft also thinks it's the only one in this industry. Quote, no other company has such strength across so many categories today. Really? No other company? At all? I do believe that Microsoft was ripe for a reorg, but as to the efficacy of any of these changes, that remains to be seen. Process-wise, and I quote, each major initiative of the company, product, or high-value scenario will have a team that spans groups to ensure we succeed against our goals. Maybe it's just me, but it sounds a little awkward to be against your goals. Okay, they didn't say they're against their goals. They're talking about succeeding against their goals, which is still kind of awkward. Culturally, and I quote, our core values don't change, but how we express them and act day to day must evolve so we can work together to win. Okay, so basically they're telling the company that it needs to change, which we all kind of knew from the outside looking in. How are people who are working at Microsoft going to feel about having to change? Old habits, much like Windows XP, die hard. So again, I applaud Microsoft for taking a step in one direction and trying to create a cohesive strategy, and I think at the end of the day, everybody should win. That's my belief. I can't promise anything because I don't work there. I almost worked for Microsoft, but that's another story for another day, which I know you're going to like, just like I hope you like this video. And if you did, be sure to share it with everyone you know, and I know that may decrease your chances of getting the MacBook Air and everything, but you know, you'd be doing me a favor by bringing more people into this community, people who appreciate the things that I have to say on a daily basis, if not hourly, if you happen to follow me throughout social media, which I assume you do. This was the Jedi mind trick. Follow me. We'll see you later.